says Rog. I thought some time ago we had lost you forever. Well, imagine my surprise when, quite by accident, I heard you were back on another excellent radio station and have listened to you ever since. The key thing there is, I hope they're listening in marketing. Quite by accident. So that the TV ad and the taxis and the very nice pictures.
Yeah.
Anyway, Roger, it's very nice to have you. Thank you. However you've stumbled upon Greatest Hits Radio, it's nice to have you there. Pass it on. Tell your friends. I have, for reasons that will become obvious, changed all my names in this tale. My confession goes back a very long time, but I thought I'd better send it to you before I become too old to remember.
Okay, happens to the best of us.
This is very good. My confession, Father Simon, starts around 1953, 1954. I was 7 or 8 years old. I lived on a main road in South London, and the streets and the bomb sites were our playground, although we did have lovely parks and commons nearby as well. With all the local children, we formed gangs, and to join a gang, you had to be initiated. Some listeners may remember the Just William programmes on black and white television. At my initiation, I was blindfolded and had to rub my hands into an unknown goo and then rub it all over my face. The goo turning out to be mud, but hey-ho, after a wash I was in the gang. I think initiation ceremonies, Father Simon, might have moved on just a little bit since then.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
Are you in a gang?
No.
Are you in a gang, Sister Susan?
No.
No, okay. I'm not in a gang either.
Okay.
Just, anyway, Rog is in a gang. That's all you need to know. The leader of our gang, we were about 7 or 8 strong, was an older boy, much bigger, who we shall call Fred. Now, this particular day in question, all the other gang members were otherwise engaged, not literally, of course, adds Roger, helpfully, and that left Fred and myself at a loose end. So Fred suggested I go to his home, about a dozen doors along the road. Now, Fred and his family lived above his uncle's shop, and as you open the front door, the staircase is immediately in front of you, and as you get to the top, there are 3 doors. The door on the left goes into the dining room and the kitchen, the door in front is a small toilet, and the door to the right is to the bedrooms. Now, for some reason, I was never invited to birthday parties at Fred's. I assumed his mum didn't like me very much. That's always the way. It was terrible. Why do I never get invited to those parties? Answer. Either Fred didn't like you really, or maybe it was the parents. Anyway, so I said to Fred, it wasn't a good idea to go round to his, because if his mum came back, she would not be happy. Fred said she won't be at home till at least 1 o'clock at lunchtime. So we had a pleasant couple of hours playing Cowboys and Indians. Yes, really. When, to my horror, we heard the front door open, and it's only 12:30. She's home early. Quick, says Fred. Go and... Not right, said Fred. Quick, says Fred. Go and hide in the toilet until Mum has come into the kitchen.
Oh, good.
Then quietly creep downstairs, and as you go out, don't slam the door. It wasn't much of a plan, but at least it was a plan. I managed to get into the toilet just before Fred's mum started to climb the stairs. Father Simon, I was terrified and quite literally shaking in my shoes. Clump, clump. The noise was getting closer. Clump, clump. Closer still. Then a big thump and then a second thump as I realised the thumping were the shopping bags being put on the floor outside the toilet. She appeared not to be going into the kitchen.
No.
Uh-oh.
What was going on? Well, the answer, Father Simon, is worse than you could possibly imagine. Slowly, the toilet door started to open towards me. Fred's mum, with her...
Oh, no.
with her dress already pulled up.
Oh, no.
Taking down her voluminous undergarments to use the toilet, she reversed into the toilet.
Oh, no.
It was only seconds, but the stately appearance of Fred's mum's bottom felt like it took hours. This just wasn't covered in the Just William books, as I recall, nor any edition of the Beano or Dan Dare. My life flashed past me, just as Fred's mum's bottom did. Well, what's a chap to do? In utter desperation, I did the only thing I could think of. I shrieked as loud as I could. Fred's mum jumped, clearly as terrified as I was. I pushed past her as she pulled up her voluminous underwear. I almost fell down the stairs out of the front door, and I ran as fast as my shaky legs would carry me. Never have I seen such a terrifying sight from that day to this.
Wow.
Father Simon, in view of the fact that I was very, very young, could I please be forgiven? Kind regards, and keep up the best show on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, I like very, very nice payoff there. Final flourish from Roger. Sister Susie, what do you say? Terrifying.
Well, Roger, it's not really your fault, is it? I feel like you carried this around for quite a while, and you were only a little boy. And, you know, you might have scared the mum, but she kind of scared you too. And it was her fault for not wanting you around the house. So
maybe.
I just think you're only a child. You didn't mean any harm.
It must have been a very, very small toilet. If you have to start removing your undergarments before you actually, if you have to reverse in.
Reverse into the toilet.
That's a small toilet.
We had a little toilet in one of our houses, which was like almost like an under the stairs toilet. And you kind of did a little
bit of a shuffle
as you went in. But yeah, I can't even imagine. Where was he hiding? Was he literally on the toilet? I don't know. I forgive him anyway.
Brother from another guy.
Well, there wasn't any room. Was this a thing in the 50s where you had to undress on the landing and then back into the toilet?
You have to reverse in.
What's that?
Your
Yeah,
dress
really
already
needed a
hoisted.
wig.
No. We went through a lot in the war. So I'm going to forgive because yeah, who saw this coming? I certainly didn't see that coming, and neither did he. So, yes, definitely forgiven.